Hi, welcome to Caribou Country Lifestyle. My name is Cheryl. Today I'm just going to be doing a garden tour for the end of July. Have had quite a day though. Started out pretty good. I was out here watering all my plants because it's going to be 27 degrees Celsius today. On the phone with my sister, we're chit-chatting away. I had received a couple of text messages and thought, oh, I'll get to those after I'm finished watering. And then my phone's ringing and I check and it's my son in the house. So I was like, Sandy, can you just give me a sec? I need to answer this. So I answer the phone and he's like, Mom, there's water in the basement. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this has not happened for a while. And so had to get off the phone with my sister, finish up my watering, go inside, and the basement was just, that's the worst it's ever been. It was really bad. So I was out there or in the basement. I don't know how many buckets. I lost count after 30 buckets of water that I was using those chamois to soak up the water with. I mean, they work really good, but when you have that much water going on, it's pretty intense. So my son, he helped me clean up the water. We got that. Took us, oh, I would say a couple of hours to clean it up. It's like in the carpet, right in the entry of my son's bedroom, water in there. So we're gonna have to get a wet shop vac and suck out the water out of the carpet. It's in the other carpet into the other room that goes into my sewing room, and it's about halfway into that room. It also went in under the stairs, so I've got all this stuff that I've had to pull out and deal with. So wasn't planning on doing any of that today. After I was finished watering, I was gonna mow the lawn. So I get this all cleaned up. I come out and figure, okay, well, I still have time to mow the lawn before lunch. I come out here, lawnmower won't start. It's just, seriously? So I message Jamie, he's at work. I'm like, well, that's just great. The lawnmower won't start. I give up. That's what I texted him. And he says, well, if you want, I can walk you through on how to jump start the battery to the lawnmower and then you can get it started. Okay, well, give me a minute because now I'm watering the plants out on the deck because I forgot about that and never got around to doing that with the water all over in the basement. So I finished watering the plants on the deck, came out here. He gets me so that I can jump start the lawnmower. Off I go. I just start mowing the lawn and I went to engage the mower blade and it won't engage because the belt has come off of the little pulley that engages the lawnmower. So I shut the lawnmower off, I put the pulley back on, the belt back onto the pulley so that it will engage the blade, and I go to start the lawnmower, well, it won't start again because it hasn't ran long enough to keep the battery going. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I am ready to snap at this time. So I come back into the shop, I grab the battery pack jump starter thing, go back to where the lawnmower is now in front of the house, and jump start the lawnmower again. Get it going, okay, great, put all of that away, get the lawn all mowed. It's after lunch. By this time, by the time I'm finished mowing the lawn, I come in the house, I'm like, well, I'll just have some lunch. There was leftovers from our dinner last night and my son ate my leftovers. Those things come in threes. This should be it. I should be done for the day. So I made myself a salad and I had a salad for lunch. So let's get started on this garden tour for the end of July. Okay, I'm hoping this goes super quick. This is my purple sprouting broccoli. It is definitely getting bigger. Still haven't noticed any broccoli sprouts, but in behind, here are my cucamelons. And I have a little tiny cucamelon growing in right there. Just a little baby one. Also, over on this plant of a cucamelon, here, see this flower? Well, in behind it is a little baby cucamelon coming in there too. Super excited about that. Here are my snapdragons. They're starting to get buds on them, so they're going to be flowering pretty quick. Ferny asparagus. My sunflowers there, got some buds on them, but they haven't opened up yet. The dill, look at the nice heads on the dill. That'll be good for future pickles. And here are the New Girl tomatoes. I have to tie these ones up. I thought I had tied these ones up. I was going around tying up my other tomato plants. But I have, on this one, some tomatoes going. That's another New Girl. This is the Celebrity. These Celebrity, I had them out on the deck in pots and they didn't look anywhere near as nice as these ones. This Celebrity here, have a tomato growing on that one. In front, these are the collard greens. I have one there and one over on that side. Got a calendula. It's got a bud coming in on there. Going to be opening up any time. Here, okay, the celery is looking wonderful. I came out here, as you know, watered everything. Romaine, have to pick the romaine. I'd like to do that before I head to Saskatchewan to go and visit my sister. Here we have the Scarlet Nanty carrots in the front. Look at how beautiful those are, nice and big. Here is the Sunspot sunflower. Isn't that so pretty? And then in behind my carrots are the Bull's Blood beets. Another Sunspot, but has not opened yet. Here we have the white Vienna kohlrabi. And I was saying about my kohlrabi, almost ready to pick. This one, I could pick it now, but I think I'm going to wait. Look at these King of the North peppers. Those look awesome. They are doing so good under this plastic. They absolutely love it. I've got lots of buds on them. So the peppers should be coming anytime. We come in behind here. We have the Marketmore cucumbers. Lots of flowers starting to show up on the cucumbers. So we should be getting some cucumbers pretty quick. And I've been still, making them go through, just keeping them on the panel and making their way up it. So they're doing well. Oh, here's a little baby cucumber right down there, just starting to form. This is the China King, I think it's the mini Chinese cabbage. And then here, can't really see them, but on this side are the leeks. If we come over here, another Sunspot, sunflower, some rutabagas. There's the Sunspot just getting ready to open any time now. More leeks on this side. Over here, this is the Valencia tomatoes. Here I have one on that. Nothing on this one, but lots of flowers coming in. And then this one is the Oxheart tomato. We have one tomato down here that's starting to form. The basil is coming along really nice. I pinched the top of it off just so it would get more bushy. And then here are the radishes that I just planted. These are the French breakfast in the back. And then in the front is the sparkler white tip radish. In behind are the bush pickle cucumbers. They as well have lots of flowers. Another sunspot sunflower. And if we come here, these are the sweet banana peppers. Lots of flowers coming on. I see a couple of little peppers. Got a little pepper coming in here. So that, oh, and another one right there. Another little baby. It's just a baby. And here are the fennel. This one looks so nice. I love that fennel. Okay, coming over here we have another calendula, and look at this Swiss chard. That is just magical. I love the colors. We have the cylinder beets. They're starting to form beets. In behind are, which ones are in behind? I always forget. They are the early wonder beets. So in behind here are early wonder beets. Sweet peas growing up the panel as well. Got our the artichokes. And look at this calendula. That is so pretty. First calendula to open. These are the China Gold carrots. And here I still have that tiny little Minnesota midget cantaloupe right there. It's got all kinds of growth growing on it, but I don't know if it'll ever get on that panel. And then over here, these are the Danver half-long carrots, and then in behind them are the golden beets. Got a few pretty good sized ones in behind. My annual green bunching onions. These are the Aunt Ruby's German green tomato. Got lots of tomatoes coming in here, so super excited about that. And then my other little cluster was on this side right in here. So that's exciting. More basil. Here are the German green, and I've got a German green coming in here and another one there, little baby ones. And my other German green. Another calendula. I think my garlic's almost ready to be picked. I think I'll wait another week or so, and then I'm going to pull up my garlic. In behind is the celeriac, and as I showed this one here, it's got the root growing in underneath it. It looks really good. And then we'll come around to this side. These are the Manitoba tomatoes. Again, these were a bush tomato that I would grow on the deck in pots, and they never looked as healthy as they do in the raised beds. Another one with a bunch of little tomatoes starting to form. And my mystery Romas. They haven't started to ripen yet, but they sure look nice. And then these garlic here, this is the Franchuk. Oh, the Baba Franchuk. I can't wait to try those to see what those are about. And then we'll come over here to the flowers. We have the beautiful nasturtiums. These are the mini cherry blossom nasturtiums, I think they're called. But look at this Lavaterra. Has just started to flower. It's beautiful. We got our alyssum, portulaca. Look at the monk's hood. I ended up having to tie it up. It got so big it was falling over. And some more nasturtiums. This is the Dracula calibrachoa. More portulaca. I think my bleeding heart is on the end of its flowering. In behind, that was that really pretty Asiatic pink lily. It's done flowering. There's the yellow, and then this is the twin, the red twin Asiatic lily. Those are so pretty. I have another one coming in down here. The borage has been flowering all here, and this borage, once it's done flowering, you can cut these heads off and it will start flowering again. Curled parsley, flat leaf parsley, rosemary, and then in behind are the miniature carnations. That one is done flowering, but I have some new growth coming in the back as well. Look at these. Oh, I thought they were I thought this was a part of the nasturtium, and it's the portulaca, but this orange one is sure pretty. So we're in the bottom part of the long beds. Here are the Jennifer potatoes, still flowering beautifully. They're the early ones. And then these are the Christina. They had started flowering, but I'm not seeing any flowers on them now. I don't know what happened there. And then, oh, look at this. There is a cheddar cauliflower right in there. I've been waiting for that. And then there's a white cauliflower head in there. This one has to be picked. I'm picking that one today. I'm picking this one. Let's pull this off. This one looks really nice. I'm going to be picking that one today. And this one I can let go a little bit longer. This is the red cabbage. Still, I don't see any heads forming on them. But here we have the stonehead cabbage. Another one there. That one there. And I think this is the nicest one out of it as far as the biggest. I think it's the biggest. So, yeah, it looks good. We have our red onions. Look at that. Sunflower starting to open up. Spaghetti squashes coming in right there. And another one. That sunflower isn't quite as big as the other ones. And then this is the bonbon squash. Here we have the, I'm not sure which tomato that is, but this is the San Marzano tomato. Another sunflower that has opened up. This is the sunburst zucchini squash. Another sunflower. This is the gold squash, yellow zucchini. And then this one is the green zucchini on this one. And then I have, look at this eeny weeny little sunflower. Here I have a hanging basket that I decided to hang on the outside of the fence. So far the deer have not touched it at all. So we have a petunia here. This petunia is the tidal wave petunia. And then I have another one here. Looks like a pink geranium about to flower with some alyssum. Look at this poor pot. This I had filled with plants and the deer mowed down 2/3 of this bucket. I have another hanging basket over here. One of the petunias is actually flowering. So it's a double petunia. It's so pretty. And then this is going to be a red geranium here. We have another petunia there. And more alyssum. This rose here, this is the Queen Elizabeth Grand Flora rose, and I have a bud here and another bud there. Can't wait to see those. Highly scented. I'm excited about those. This is another one of my buckets the deer decided to eat. We have petunias, snapdragons, and this is dianthus here. I was just looking at this spinner and it was just going like crazy just a few minutes ago. This is the 3D spinner that my brother-in-law did up on his 3D machine for me. Coming in here, this is my gooseberry. Look at the little gooseberries forming on that one. They're still not ready to eat yet, but they're coming. And then this is the other one. This one, I keep forgetting the name of it, the black velvet. But look at the color on those gooseberries. That's awesome. Got the cauliflower picked. The one on the left definitely should have been picked a while ago, but the one on the right looks pretty good. Wanted to show you my hollyhocks. I think this one's going to be a white, maybe a pale pink or something. But look at this one. It's just getting ready to open. I think this is the halo one that I had before. I thought it might be the Niagara, which is a black hollyhock, but I can't wait until the bud opens right up. It's so pretty when it opens up. It has like a star in the center of it. Okay, we're on the deck. This is the San Marzano. Lots of buds in behind there. And then I ended up putting in these broomstick handles just so I'd be able to tie the tomato to it. So I did put one tie on it, but what I'll do is I'll tie this one back so it's up against the stick as well for some added support. This is the cream sausage. Lots of blooms. Got a few tomatoes coming in, but this one over here, this is supposed to be the cream sausage, but they're supposed to be like a pale yellow. And then my mint in the back. And the other San Marzano with lots of buds on it as well. Down here, this is that Indian Summer. I think it's Indian Summer. I gotta look. Yeah, the Indian Summer Petunia with some verbena. And then this is the Nicandra. Now this is the one with the papery husk buds. And this one's just starting to open up. But if we come over here, this one is right open. Isn't that pretty? That is so cute. I think that is just so amazing that how they start out with these little papery husk buds and then they open up into that. Got some more verbena and that really cute lighter pink, and there's some dianthus there. And we come over here again, and the Nicandra, lots of buds on this one. And then down here it's the plum cockatoo petunia. And then in behind, I have another petunia. And then in the center, there's a geranium, but not sure what color that's going to be. There's my jalapenos. My peppers in the garden are definitely doing better than the ones out here this time. But I have a couple of little buds on my jalapeno. And then this is just absolutely lovely. I love those petunias. I mean, I love the verbena too. This is a pretty verbena as well. And the calibrachoa. It's all very lovely. And then this is the last pot I have. This one, the Nicandra, it just has the buds. They haven't started to open as of yet. And then we have the verbena underneath. And tucked in behind another geranium that has not started to flower. I wanted that to be super fast. I was just trying to get through as much as I could in the quickest amount of time. I didn't do the berry side of the garden. I've been picking lots of strawberries. I filled 2 large freezer bags, and then I have a couple of containers that I've sliced strawberries and put sugar on them as well. And I've just started picking raspberries. They've just started to ripen, so in a couple more days, I just picked both the strawberries and the raspberries yesterday, so in a couple more days I'll have to pick them again. So I just want to thank you for joining me for the end of July garden tour, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.